The pricing in the system works by taking a reference price list and applying a discount against this price list. It then makes additions for any tax or fitting fees that need to be applied on top. In this screen, you can define the sellout prices of the tires in your catalog compared to a standard or reference price list. This could be the RRP of the manufacturer if you are to apply a discount, but you can take the reference price list of your choice. You decide the sellout pricing on your site. The first stage is to record in the system the prices of the scale of reference for each dimension. To do this, you must create a file in Excel in a precise format. The obligatory columns are the two first, encode and the standard price of this item. Attention, this is the price net of any applicable tax or fitting fees. The other columns are optional. If you do not put anything in these columns, your file will still be valid. It acts in the order of the statute book of the product in the manufacturer, the name of the brand of the manufacturer, Michelin for example, of the name of the pattern, Pilot Sport 4 for example, and of dimension. This information is there only on a purely informative basis. Generally provided by your providers, they facilitate the reading of the file to you. Once the columns are created, you must indicate the products of your catalog, the encode and the reference price for each product. Once complete, save your file. You must then specify the brands which you will update starting from your Excel file. The whole of your brand's catalog is displayed. You must select those which you wish to update with this specific price file when you would import your Excel file. Any non-selected brand will not be updated, even if you put products relating to it in your Excel file. If you wish to update the pricing for a certain brand, for example the Michelin brand, click on Delete All or Deselect, then select only the Michelin box. Attention, updating of a reference price list cancels and overrides all of the prices for all the items of the selected brands. Then upload the file which you have created for the Michelin brand while clicking on the button Choose a File and by selecting your file in your computer. You must then specify the date from which these reference prices will have to be taken into account. If you put the date of today, the updates will be immediate. Then click on Import. A message indicating that your import is finished will appear. You will have the detail of the updated prices then. If there is a problem, a message will indicate this to you. Updating your reference price list does not automatically update sellout prices. To update the selling prices, it is necessary to go into the calculation of the sellout prices page. Once you have updated your reference prices, you can define your selling prices by applying a markdown if you have used RRPs to the reference prices. All of the brands in your catalog will be displayed with, by default, a 0% markdown. At the first stage, you have the priority column. This means that the first rule will have priority on the second if they relate to the same prices. In the columns width, profile, diameter, index speed and dimension, you can see the tires that the rule relates to. And finally there is the column deduction which indicates the percentage of deduction to be applied to the tires. If it is set as 20%, that means that your selling price will be 20% less low than the price of the scale of reference. In terms of rules, you can specify a markdown for a brand. In this case, the markdown will apply for all the tires of this brand. For example, if you put 20% of markdown on the Michelin brand, all the selling prices of the Michelin tires will be computed starting from the standard price by applying a markdown of 20%. You can also add new rules which will apply only to part of the tires of the brand. To continue the example, if you add a new rule which specifies that, for Michelin Cross-Climate, the markdown is smaller at just 5%, then all the selling prices of Michelin will be to 20% below standard price, except for the Cross-Climate tires for which the markdown will only be 5%. If you wish to apply a markdown for a dimension, you must select the diameter then the index speed in the last drop-down menu for all corresponding dimensions. If you wish to add a new rule, go to the bottom of the table, on the corresponding line. You can then fill in each field using the drop-down menus. The brand and the deduction are obligatory. The other fields are optional. Click on Add to create the new rule. If you wish to modify a rule, simply click on the Edit button. To remove it completely, simply click on the button to remove, at the end of line. Once you have defined all of your rules, you can check the final selling prices which will be computed by the system. To do this, simply click on the Preview button. This will download an Excel file. You will then have the whole of your tire catalog displayed with the relevant prices. In column K, you have the standard price list which you uploaded, used for the calculation. In column M, you have the selling price including all taxes, computed according to the rules that you defined. If these prices are correct, you can now publish these online. Simply click on Update Selling Prices. The prices will be immediately updated and visible on your shop. To make the prices visible, you must activate tarifing on your shop. This operation is only possible if you subscribe to the Pro or the e-commerce subscription levels. In the last history page of the imports, you will find all updated reference price lists which you have completed, with the date of the last updated one.